What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Basketball Wives Season 11, Episode 16. So if you haven't seen the 16th episode of Season 11 of Basketball Wives, turn this video off. Go watch the episode and come back and watch this video. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. It helps more than you know, more than I can express. If you want to support, that's the easiest way you can do it, by liking and subscribing to the channel. I'm not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words, and you'll hear me say and so and like 1,000 times. It is what it is. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. I'm going to definitely be looking at my notes over here that I take throughout the show. And anything I say, it's my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And comment below what you would grade this week's episode, what you thought of this week's episode. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, let me know in the comments, because I be forgetting. And, yeah, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this week's episode a fucking C-. It was so dry, dumb. These bitches is so geeking. Like I said before, they should have kept Orlando, and they need to, and LA just need to give it up. Because LA is trash right now. Only one that's keeping it afloat is Jackie, and we didn't even get her in this episode, which is why this episode was so fucking dry. So I'm going to have to give it a C-. I didn't like how this episode went down at all. It's looking like they trying to push Jackie out. I don't like that shit. So, yeah. Last Chance, Basketball Wives, Season 11, Episode 16. If you have not seen it, turn this video off, because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Sorry about my fan playing and blowing in the background. I didn't feel like turning it off. I didn't feel like getting up and turning it off. So, the fan going to be on this time. I usually turn it off before I do the reviews, but I'm hot, so I finished my water before I even got to review, so that's how you know I'm hot. So, like I said, this episode was kind of dry. I feel like I wrote more than I needed to, so I'll probably shorten these paragraphs up. But Brooke and Brandy meet up. You know, Brooke talks about this. Brooke got this storyline where she think her son is got a baby on the way, but he not telling her nothing. Maybe it's some situations going on that he don't want you to be airing. Maybe they don't want the shit on TV. You ever thought about that? So she talks about having this possible grandchild. And she talks about having a small gathering for her daughters that passed. They meet up and get tattoos. Her and her family. This is what Brandy says, that she wants to, you know, she just did this cookbook, and she wants to get the girls together to cook some of the recipes from her book. We got a lot of Jennifer and Christian this episode, which I feel like we didn't fucking need, but they trying to find a way to put shit in the episode, because they didn't have shit else. So we get this scene with Jennifer and Christian are shopping for wedding invitations, and this is when we find out that Christian is feeling the type of way about the guest list being so vast. He don't like the number of guests. He like it don't got to be a +1 for everybody type shit. I get it though. If you having your wedding in Paris, you trying to slim down those numbers. So I get where you coming from. So then Evelyn and Brooke, they meet up to take their dogs out or whatnot, and they start talking about Brandy's cooking class, and they like, I hope Brandy wouldn't do that, nothing like invite the ops, talking about Jackie. And this is when Evelyn starts telling Brooke about her getting into the PI situation. She may have found some information on Jackie. She's like, you know, I just want to be sure before I share anything with anyone. So she says in her confessional that she's going to meet with the PI dude, Eric, one more time. And then just when Brooke tells Evelyn about the possible grandchild, and she's like, if you're serious about this PI, you can help me look into that. So then we get these little short cutaway scenes. Jennifer is FaceTiming with Christian's mom, trying to get her on her side about the guest list situation. Jaceel comes over to Evelyn to use her hair products on Evelyn's son's head, some detangling. Brandy is excited about her cookbook selling out. Then we get this scene with Brooke and her family and friends. They gather at the tattoo shop in remembrance of Brooke's daughter. They start talking about Brooke's son possibly having a baby and how he need to be with family. I get that, but it's just like I just said, what if he don't know if it's his or not yet? Or what if It's underlying circumstances that they're not aware of. Maybe the girl don't want to be on TV. There might be a lot going on there because she said that he sounded hesitant on the phone. He didn't tell her nothing. So what that tell you? But she tells her family, you know, Evelyn's trying to be a PI, so I gave her the information. Hopefully she could get more info. And then her and her family members, they get tatted. It was a very emotional scene. I feel for Brooke, but I also don't like Brooke, so it's kind of hard for me to get super emotional watching a scene like that. I'm sorry. I get it, though. She lost her daughter. That's super sad. So then we get this weird-ass scene. Evelyn meets up with Jackie's friend, Cheyenne, the one that was there at Jackie's little Ponderosa that was supposed to be on Jackie's side. She wasn't really saying much or whatever. So I'm just like, Cheyenne, like, you looking shiesty as shit from jump because you know Jackie beefing with these women. And if you've been friends with Jackie first, why are you coming around meeting with her ops? It's giving you want to be on the show. You want to be a friend of type shit. And the way she talk, you can kind of tell she do. So Evelyn's asking Cheyenne, like, how well do you know Jackie? And Jackie's like, Cheyenne's like, you know, Jackie's very open with me, but when it comes to her sharing her personal details, she doesn't share that much. And I'm just like, well, bitch, which one is it? What are you talking about? She's open with you, but she don't share her personal details. And now we see why, because you sitting with her ops. Telling her shit about, like, what? This whole scene was just messy as fuck. She asking her, how you know Jackie? Cheyenne's like, you know, through the basketball industry, the basketball world, her ex was a basketball player. Then they start talking about being single and being engaged 4 times. And Cheyenne's talking about how she been dating younger dudes and they didn't realize how wet her box was. I was just like, I see what you're doing, Cheyenne. You trying to be a friend of, or you trying to be on the show? Because a real friend wouldn't even had this meeting with Evelyn in the first place. But now you sitting there kikiing with her and shit. Finding similarities. That's shady. So then we get to see Jennifer and Christian. They meet with these pastors, Siobhan and Cheyenne. What is with all these Cheyennes? And then there was a guy named Cheyenne. I ain't never met a guy named Cheyenne. So they meet with them for premarital counseling. And, you know, they ask them, like, are you guys comfortable with each other, sharing each other's vulnerabilities? And Christian's like, well, you know, I'm completely open, but Jennifer, on the other hand, is still somewhat reserved. And Jennifer's like, I may do that, and I just I might not realize that I'm doing it because I'm so used to dealing with things internally. And they explain to Jennifer, like, well, we need you to open up like Christian does. And Jennifer's like, well, Christian don't always open up. And Christian's like, yeah, sometimes I take time to process things before I share them. And that's something that I'm willing to work on. So they have that little situation there. Fucking pastor's talking about something. Feel like we got a lot of work done. And I'm just like, it was one issue. Or maybe they cut the scene short. Maybe the session was longer. I mean, I'm happy they cut it short. We didn't need all that. You don't even need this anyway. Jennifer with this young ass dude. She don't want to get no older dude because he ain't gonna be able to deal with her superficial ass ways. Only young niggas is into superficial shit. And that's all she gonna ever attract as long as she's superficial as fuck. She ain't got no grown women. She just like, money, rich. Like, is this, you know? Jennifer's not all there to me. I don't know. So as Brandy grocery shops for her event, Jackie calls her to tell her, oh, I'm going to be bringing Cheyenne with me to your event. And I'm like, oh, shit. I was wondering, like, how Jackie going to feel about Cheyenne meeting up with Evelyn. Brandy's in her confessional, like, I hope Jackie can come and take about accountability at the event, da-da-da. Then we get to seeing the PI, Eric. He comes to Evelyn's place, and Evelyn's like, you know, I just want to confirm that this information on Jackie is 100% before I share it with anyone. And Eric's like, it's 100% accurate. He's like, I can guarantee you that. He's like, how about you just bring it up to her to see how she reacts? I'm like, this nigga. I'm like, he's a PI, nigga. The shit was already verified. You didn't have to meet up with him a second time for a verification. That's why I was like, when she was telling Brooke, talking about something, I gotta be sure. Like, about what? He already done verified. He's a PI. The first thing they bring you gonna be some verified shit. They ain't gonna bring you some, oh, I think type shit. They PIs, it's their job to get the right info. You trying to be a PI and you don't understand that. So we get the final scene of the episode, which is Brandy's little cooking event. So her and her assistant are setting up. She got a chef there because she knew them bitches wasn't gonna want to cook. The ladies begin to arrive. Of course, Evelyn and Brooke get there first, and they see Jackie's name. They was like, they looking at Brandy sideways, talking about her in the confessionals, like she flip-flopped so quick. How you gonna invite Jackie and all that? So Brandy, she tells them, I had a conversation with Jackie, and I just want you guys to talk to her. She's like, I understand your frustrations, but Jackie. She says, I understand you guys' frustrations, but Jackie is in the mix. And when she said that, I immediately went, in my mind was like, that means Jackie is a part of the cast. Like, the bitch was on the call sheet, so you bitches knew she was going to be there. So when Brandy said that, she, Jackie's in the mix. And then Brooke was like, well, she doesn't have to be. That was me kind of saying like, oh, so y'all trying to get her off the show. That was me. That was my thoughts. Like, oh, so y'all trying to get her off the show. Which I don't understand how. She's the fucking entertainment. She brings the show. She the only one on there that's an actual basketball wife. I said wife because I was about to say wives. She's the only one on the show that's an actual basketball wife. Because Giselle ain't married yet. So then Jennifer arrives. She's like, oh, I'm going to need a drink. I'm sitting next to Jackie. Giselle comes in wearing Evelyn's body wear. I'm just like, okay. She's such a pick-me. I'm sorry. She's just such a pick-me. I thought I was going to like her, but I don't know how I feel about Giselle. So then Brooke, Evelyn brings up Cheyenne, and Brooke shares, I actually went on a girls trip with Cheyenne over a decade ago, she says. And I'm just like, okay. So then Evelyn starts telling them how she met up with Cheyenne one-on-one, and how Cheyenne seemed like a cool chick. And you can see Brooke side-eyeing Evelyn from the side. And she in her confessional talking about, last time I hung with Cheyenne, she was a bit of a wild child. And I'm like, girl, you just said you hung out with her 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. You know how much people change in over a decade, bitch? I was just like, what? You sound dumb as shit. These bitches is dumb. What made them think that we wanted this season back with these bitches? They got rid of all the newbies and brought back the OGs like we asked for that shit. They do not listen to their fans. So, Cheyenne gets there without Jackie, and Brandy's like, well, where's Jackie? Call Jackie. So Cheyenne calls Jackie. Jackie doesn't answer. So I'm immediately not liking this shit. But I'm like, maybe low-key, Jackie sent Cheyenne there by herself to get dirt, see what they were saying and shit, to report back to her. But I don't know, because how this scene went down, it seemed like Cheyenne is not a real friend, a good friend. So, Evelyn brings up her coffee date with Cheyenne. Cheyenne immediately goes into the young dudes. They be expecting, they be needing lube with these young girls, but my shit is wet. And her whole cast was just like record cut. Like, bitch, you just sat down. You talking about your wet pussy? Like, what? Even I was looking at her like, damn, you just sat down. You gotta ease into a convo like that. Evelyn's just like, because hoes recognize shit like that. Of course she gonna laugh. And then, right after that, Evelyn somehow reveals that she ate ass for the highest bidder and shit. And I'm just like, so you got some nerve to drop this info that you about to drop on Jackie. So the ladies, they get up, begin prepping the food and whatnot. They not really helping, doing nothing, prepping nothing. Brooke's eating while they fucking cooking. Because the chef done made a couple of chicken wings, little sides. Oh, excuse me. Brooke ass is in there eating, not even helping. They all sit back down, and Brooke, Brandy, she thanks everybody for coming and whatnot. So then she's like, I don't know why Jackie didn't come. Jackie said she was going to be on her best behavior, da-da-da. So then Evelyn's like, well, speaking of Jackie, and I'm just like, I feel like if a motherfucker ain't dead, then the conversation about that motherfucker shouldn't be that long. So I'm like, why are we still talking about Jackie? She not here. So Evelyn's like, well, ladies, I started doing a little digging on Jackie. Passes her phone around. Jennifer eating the shit up. Brooks eating the shit up, of course. Who else? Jacille's like, Only people that didn't look like that was a good thing. Like, the only people that didn't look like that was cool was Brandy and Cheyenne. You can see it all over their face. They was like, I don't think that's cool. So, apparently Jackie was convicted of prostitution in 87. And I'm like, what the fuck does that matter, Evelyn? You's a hoe right now. You just said that you be eating ass for the highest bidder. Ain't got the nerve to talk about some shit Jackie did in 87. Where is she at now? She married with kids. Only basketball wife on the cast. Get your nut ass out of here. And then for you to not give a damn about Jackie, you show it. This is the opposite of not giving a damn. It was just so corny and cringy to watch. I was just like, and then Cheyenne, you just sitting there. They like, you want to see, and Cheyenne's like, no, I don't want to see it. So Evelyn sees Cheyenne expression. She like you can see it all over Cheyenne's face. She's not cool with what the fuck going on right now. So this is when Evelyn wants to get fake emotional. Well, Jackie called my daughter a builder whore. And then they flash back to the season where Jackie said, now how would you feel if I went around saying what she said? She said, Jackie said, they showed the clip. Jackie says, now what if I listen to the rumors saying that your daughter is a builder whore? Which was supposedly a rumor started by Jennifer, the bitch sitting right across from you. But you want to rephrase the shit in front of them and get all teary-eyed to make Cheyenne feel a little more sympathetic to why you doing what you doing right now. No, bitch, she never called your daughter a builder whore. She said, what if she listened to the rumors about your daughter being a builder whore? And ain't she pregnant by the game right now? I mean, giving builder whorish. Don't she be getting her body done and shit like you? So it was totally different wording, and Evelyn knew what the fuck she was doing in that moment. She calls Jackie the CEO of Build a Whore, and I'm just like, Cheyenne, if you a real friend, you already looking sus right now, sitting with these bitches while they kikiing over some dirt about Jackie. If you don't go back and tell Jackie what the fuck happened, I kind of don't fuck with you right now. First thing come out your mouth when you sit down is your wet pussy, and you sitting with her ops. And while they kikiing about some shit in her past and all that. I don't know how I'm feeling about Cheyenne. That's how the episode ends. I still would give it a C- because it was dry as fuck. And Jackie wasn't in this episode. And I don't like that. I feel like what they trying to push her off the show. She is the fucking show. That's why I'm saying they must do not look at the fans' comments. Because nobody asked. First of all, nobody asked for LA to come back. LA coming back without Jackie and just the OGs and none of those newbies that they had. Even worse. Y'all not listening to us. The numbers gonna drop if Jackie... I'm pretty sure the numbers done already dropped, but let them get rid of Jackie, because I noticed in the preview for the next episode, we didn't see Jackie either again. So that's making me wonder, like, I know they ain't trying to push Jackie out. Like, this shit is gonna be dull without Jackie. Shit, only reason I'm reviewing this shit because I reviewed the beginning of season 11, so I'm just feeling like I gotta finish what I started. I'm the type of person I feel like I gotta finish what I started. If I watch something, I gotta watch it to the end, unfortunately. Even if it's trash, Tyler Perry shit. I gotta hate watch the shit. But I'm just like, C-. This joint was just so trash. No Jackie. Evelyn's a dick biter. Ass-eating ass bitch. Brooke, like, we don't care for you neither. Giselle is a pick-me. Jennifer just not all there, like I said. Low-key, the only person I'm fucking with right now is Brandy. And I don't even really like Brandy like that. But I see she about to get into it with Evelyn in the next episode because Evelyn confronts her about Brooke feeling away about Brandy inviting Jackie even though Jackie didn't show up. It's just like, y'all know what the fuck it is. She's a cast member. She's going to show up. The fuck? Don't act all stupid. Don't act like Brandy... It was Brandy's job to invite Jackie to that fucking thing. Like she said, she's in the mix. You know what the fuck that mean? That's just so... It's just so annoying. Like... Either revamp this whole fucking cast or get rid of this shit and just keep Orlando. I fucked with Orlando. I liked Orlando. They could have kept Orlando and got rid of LA. I would have been happy about it. We did not need LA back. I love me some Jackie Christie, but we didn't need LA back. Jackie could have had her own little show doing her little crazy antics and shit. I would watch that. You know she trying to do a podcast or some shit right now anyway, so I'm just like, LA is, it's a done deal. Like, wrap this shit up. This shit is done with. I thought it was over because we had a reunion. We have a reunion and then we come back. See, still season 11. I'm like, what? So that make me think maybe they don't have a lot of episodes to give us. This episode was the episode they could have kept in the goddamn can. We didn't need it. I'm just like, this whole episode was just, Thanks for watching. Comment below what you would grade this week's episode, what you thought of this week's episode. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, let me know in the comments. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. It helps support more than you know. I can't stress that enough. Liking and subscribing is the easiest and simplest and freest way that you can help support my channel. Like, subscribe, comment below. I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you again. Peace.